you for Karl Marx?
Yes, Karl Marx, yes.
How so? What's good about him?
Check means that I'm for him.
Oh.
Oh, you mean you?
No, why? I mean, why would anyone be for Karl Marx?
A lot of people are.
And what's the reason?
If you don't like capitalism, you gotta be for somebody, right?
So you don't like capitalism, in other words?
Right. Well, most people here don't like capitalism.
Really? And what's wrong with capitalism? I mean, I do.
I think it creates a lot of injustice, disparity.
And socialism creates equality?
Yeah, right, social justice. That's what we need now.
Oh, so you want everybody to be equally poor?
That's better than what we have.
All right.
Is that a YouTube thing you're taking?
Nah, just for myself. See, the funniest thing is that I came from Russia originally.
That's why you don't like it, because you came from
Of course,
there.
yeah. And when I see people, you know,
I was born here, so it's different. See, no one likes their own government. You know what your government says, you gotta go against it.
Well, but aren't we supposed to sort of compare the data? It's like Soviet Union, 50 million people killed. USA prospers,
that's all,
constitutional.
That's all up for debate. I mean,
You mean how can it be up for the debate? Did Pol Pot kill people?
Well, people cite figures about how people don't have health care and they die as that's the United States killing people.
No. I'm talking about specifically.
Well, people say that's the same thing. So,
no, I mean, well, look, here's the difference. When I actually come to your house, drag you out of your house in the middle of the night, as opposed to allegedly someone dying from God knows what. You know, something that's kind of more difficult to quantify.
Well, that happened in this country too during the civil rights movement and segregation.
So are you talking about that in this country there will be black cars because they like, you know, doing it in the middle of the night? I know that. I lived over there.
Well, in this country that happened too. I mean,
in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
They'll come.
You ever heard of lynching? You ever heard of lynching?
I'm talking about 20th century. I'm not talking about 200 years back, because it's ridiculous talking about this system.
Right. Look what happened to Martin Luther King. He got assassinated. I mean, you know.
That happens? Fine. One person. 10 people, for argument's sake. But we're talking about millions. It was the system. When your own citizens get killed by your own government. Are you saying that the same thing is happening in America? That your own government actually kills its own citizens without...
It does. They have secret prisons all over the world. I mean...
For American citizens.
Well, that's what the National Defense Authorization Act is for. It's in order to do that.
So you're saying that the American government representatives, be it, I don't know, call it CIA, call it FBI,
that's
call
right.
it whatever you want.
They passed a law so they could do that, yes.
They can come in the middle of the night and you can cite me the references when thousands, hundreds of thousands, or millions of people were actually taken out of the houses, sent somewhere where their relatives never heard of them again.
It hasn't happened in the United States yet.
But you're talking about the United States.
No, I'm talking about capitalism in general. But it hasn't happened in the United States yet, but that doesn't mean, but there are laws now that it can happen, National Defense Authorization.
Okay, let me try to make it clear.
Yeah.
In the United States, let's take, let's say past 100 years. It didn't happen in the United States in the past 100 years, but it did happen in the Soviet Union, in China, in Eastern European countries, in Laos, in Cambodia, in Vietnam, in Angola, in Mozambique, in Cuba, and North Korea, and a whole bunch of other countries. I'm just confused. I can't find the logic. And you want to change the system according to Karl Marx so that we will have the system which those other countries did go through, and it's a fact.
It's not perfect, but I think Marx is a progress from what we have now. So that's all.
All right.